Good morning, good morning. Welcome to the Bunny Show Live. I'm sorry. Wake up with Bunny? Where are we? What day is it? Who am I? How are things in your neck of the woods? Lipstick on teeth. What the hell is happening? I'm falling apart. Just kidding. I'm fine. Everything's fine. I have my coffee. I don't have my water. I have Twitter open, or X, or whatever it's called, and I'm excited to get started because, this is a great way to wake up. It's probably not the healthiest head habit, but to find out what's going on in the world, there's no better place to be than Twitter. Whew. Especially right here. Look at that. Oh, where'd it go? Gotta love live performances. All right, you beautiful creatures. I have been compiling, and I want you guys to send me people to follow. If you think of anyone that I need to follow that I do not, let me know. I would love to jump on their follow and add them to my lists. I actually always love these. I think that's probably a girly thing, but these kinds of accounts, these philosophy and psychology accounts, always make the greatest lists of infograph kind of things to kind of drive points home, and I always just love them. That's not the best one I've ever found, but I still love them. Okay. Oh, this is going to be good. This is going to be good. Oh, Lord. I didn't want to publish it, but here it is. I think that this is why guys who are here on this show, tuning into the Bunny Show Live, tuning into Morning Hustle with Worth Playboy, tuning into our podcast, you guys, I think, are starting to learn that there is a vast difference between BPD, bipolar disorder, multiple personality disorder, and female fluctuations and just the normal way that females operate. No, the normal way that females operate is not easy. It's not necessarily fun, but very few of you guys are running into to actual bipolar women on a regular basis. Yes. Just like Alex is saying, this is just like when women come online and talk about their narcissistic, abusive husbands or boyfriends. Absolutely. After a breakup, it seems like every man in the universe is narcissistic, abusive. He's an alcoholic. He kicks dogs, whatever it is. It's the same kind of thing. Guys say that the girls are BPD, bipolar disorder, but there's no diagnosis. Guys cannot wrap your heads around girls and the incredible hormonal fluctuation that happens. Being female. This is why, like I say, being in this space, paying attention to these lessons, getting on email lists, all of it goes so far in making sure that you are aware that normal female behavior can be controlled to an extent, can be managed, was probably a better way to put it, by being a strong man and holding a strong frame and controlling your relationship. So yes, 1000%. Yes. Yes to this tweet. They're not all BPD, guys. They're not all BPD. The rich don't work for money. The poor and the middle class work for money. The rich have money work for them. Very true. Very true. Taxes. I don't know why that's in here, but all right, let's see. As a man, your duty should be to solve problems and eliminate pain for others. This is really good. This is more kind of one of those fatherly lessons that I think that a lot of men are not, or a lot of guys, younger guys, are not necessarily learning these days. Men and women alike, the younger generations seem to be more geared towards comfort and ensuring that they are not made uncomfortable in any realm of life. And it's to our detriment. You know, Fort Worth and I were just talking about this the other day, in that generations ahead of us, including his, he served in war, you know. It was almost inevitable that you served some military time as a man. Likelihood is you went to war as well. It was not just serving, but it was serving in wartime. That was part of the gig. And there's a real hardening effect that men go through whenever you are in military service, and especially in military service during wartime. So you can still come out of the service being a shit show, but you are better at being uncomfortable. You're well trained at doing things that are hard and not always pleasant. You're not a soft man if you have served in the military as a young man. As a man, your duty should be to solve problems and eliminate pain for others. And then a girl jumped in. Women have an equal responsibility. Balance lessens the burden and eliminates animosity. Now let's look at this girl who said this. Theoretically, this is this girl, I should say. I don't know who this is, so she may post pictures all the time, and this may actually be who she is. But you cannot tell me that this woman is sharing the burden of responsibility and removing the pain for others. She may be removing some pain, but not in the way that this is referring to. This is let's be real now, you know. Let's be real. Women have an equal responsibility. That woman is not sharing an equal load of responsibility to lessen the burden and pain and problem solving for her man. I can't believe that. Let's see. The Laws of Human Nature. Is this a new book? I've never seen this Robert Greene book. Fascinating. 50 Laws of Power, mind-blowing. Or the Laws of Power. Is it 50? Anyway, Laws of Power by Robert Greene. Absolutely mind-blowing. It got a lot of hype. It's still worth the hype. It's so good. It's a dense book. There's a lot to take in there. And it's a little bit on the black pill side. Like reading it can can, I think, cause you a little bit of darkness if you're not careful. It's 48 Laws of Power. That's right. It's very stoic in a lot of ways. Laws of Seduction, I wasn't all that impressed with. I probably need to revisit that one, kind of with a different phase of life in the works. But the Laws of Human Nature by Robert Greene, that could be really good. I think I should definitely pick that up. Very cool. Very cool. I haven't seen him lift up anything but the usual suspects, so I'm pretty excited about that. Time to ditch screen recordings and take screenshots. Okay. Psychology says if a person laughs too much, even at stupid things, he is lonely deep inside. What does that say about me? I definitely feel like people that you run into have a tendency to laugh when they're uncomfortable or laugh when they're trying to kind of make up for things that are lacking. So I'm not going to say that this is wrong. Just don't think it applies to me. All right. If you live with your girl, do home improvements and don't tell her about them. Okay. I think that this is referring to making sure that it's clear that this is your home. This is your place. She lives with you. You can do whatever the fuck you want to your own house. I respect that. I also think that it goes a long way to do things and not always need to be validated for that. So men and women, both, human nature these days tends to be leaning more towards needing to make sure someone knows about what we've done. So, that's why TikTok is so popular. That's why Instagram, that's why so many different pockets of social media are so popular. And it's genuinely people not sharing any information. It's just sharing that they are doing something that they find important. So there's a lot of that. There's a lot of doing home improvements, but making sure that you're videoing it so that you can show that you're doing home improvements. There's a lot of going for a hike, but instead of going for a hike, you're going for a hike and you're recording yourself going for a hike. There's a lot of that in the world. So I'm going to take that little message from that realm. Let's see what Rivolino's saying. If you're a white guy dating Asian women, you're playing the game on easy mode and you know it. That's actually pretty good. Fort Worth's best friend has a serious Asian stripper. I can't think of words this morning. Like that is his type, period. He Fort Worth teased me whenever I first met this guy. He said, tell him you're a stripper because then he'll like you even more. Even though I have never stripped, but he said, because his type is Asian strippers. Now, I love this. If you're a white guy dating Asian women, you're playing the game on easy mode and you know it. I definitely think that is a very real statement. That's very good. What is this one?
ジェントルマンなイメージです。エロい。かっこいい。優しい。エロい。礼儀がすごいエロい。エロい。
実際に白人男性と付き合いたいとは思いますか？
めっちゃ憧れでした。外人さんとお付き合いしてみたいなって思ったことは全然あります。
ちっちゃい時からずっと思ってました。
実際に付き合ったこと
はないです。めっちゃあるし、高校生の時、英語を教えてくれる ALT みたいな先生にガチ恋してました。
ないですね。逆に美しすぎて、同じ人間というよりかは なんか映画とか芸術見てる気分になっちゃって。
白人
My favorite part was when the girl said that she couldn't date white men because they're too beautiful. Oh, that's awesome. That's pretty awesome. Have you guys ever had any experience with Asian women in particular? I'm always curious, you know, because just like girls have, you know, a type, a success, you know, status that they try to reach for, a kind of general type of man, generally the kind of guy that girls are most attracted to for long-term dating, are very much like their own fathers in a myriad of ways. But guys absolutely have a type, and that's great. I think it's perfect. But my question is, you know, I think it's fascinating because then men go, well, I only like petite redheads with big boobs, or I only like, you know, Asian women who, you know, are strippers on the side. Let's see, I got a comment. Hold on. This is pretty good. I had an experience last weekend. See? So the Asian women, you know, it's just, it's a strong pull for those who it's a pull for. Does that make sense? I love it. That's awesome. We all have our types, right? Okay, this is a really good lesson. If she doesn't respond to your text in 12 hours, she's probably not into you. And I would say she's absolutely not into you, because even if she is in the middle of a huge crisis, she still has her phone, and she will say, I mean, she'll have to go to the restroom, she'll have to update people, she still is going to be on her phone occasionally, and she will say, I am so sorry I can't respond to you right now. Here's what's going on, or not, here's what's going on. Depending on how well you know the girl, she will or won't like tell you everything that she's going through. But a girl who likes you cannot risk you not knowing. So she will make sure that you know she saw your text, she wants to respond, she just can't right now, and likely here's why. So if you go 12 hours without hearing from a girl, she doesn't like you. She doesn't like you. There are very few exceptions to this, because girls absolutely cannot stand to consider not getting attention from you if they like you and not being in front of you in some way. She'll check in with you. She'll send you a silly meme. She'll send you something. If she hasn't heard from you in a while, good morning. She'll send you something if she hasn't heard from you in a while, and she will pretend like it was an accident, that she didn't mean to send it to you. Girls will do all kinds of things to make sure that they are getting your attention and are in front of you. So make no mistake, if she's not responding to something that you have said, asked, reached out about, she absolutely does not like you, unless she is stuck under a building in 12 hours. So absolutely do not just kind of shake the dust off and move on about your world, because she's a goner. Oh, I don't think I'm going to be able to watch that one. Oh, that's funny. Oh my. Did we ever figure out what this girl's name was, or where she is, or what she's doing? I find it so humorous. I mean, it's just been so funny, the responses to her. And literally, I mean, she's just at maximum capacity, but our eye is so trained that obese is average, that this girl looks thin, and it's disturbing and shocking. Okay, so Chi-Town Biker, love this guy. Modern women are glued to their phones. No response means move along. Absolutely, 1000%. There's no time that we do not have our phones with us. So if she's not responding, that's your answer. That's absolutely your answer. Yes. Oh, that's funny. Oops. I clicked too far. Bunny, you have one job. Come on, honey. Again, you guys, send me people that you feel like I should follow. Because if you think I should add them to a list, I want to know. I want all of the options, and I want all of y'all's suggestions on who to use. Clap when others win. Your time will come. That's solid. I mean, that's solid information in life everywhere. JD, I'm going to say you're being very kind, but thank you. Oh, the last 2 days I think there's some rule that when you start something new, resistance comes up to fight tooth and nail to make sure it's something you really want. So starting a daily morning show, which I am all for and I love, but the last 2 days I've woken up with completely bloodshot eyes, like I've been having way more fun than I have, and I don't understand why, but I swear I have not been on like a 5-day bender the way I look like I have been. Tweeting is better than posting. Prove me wrong. Let's see. Tweeting, it was unique. Posting is just generic. Oh, are we supposed to be posting rather than tweeting now that Twitter has become X? Fascinating. Okay. Oh my. I honestly can say I don't know. All right, let me see. Hold on. I've got a suggestion for someone to follow. It says Aaron Cleary is great. Ryan Stone is on my list. Guys, if you did not catch it, I had an awesome bunny interviews with Ryan Stone several months ago, and it's so good. He was my very first interview that was on that show, and it was so much fun. I always have a good time with him. Fort Worth and I have both been on his show as well. So yeah, I think Ryan Stone is awesome. Aaron Cleary puts out a lot of good stuff. Let's see. There's only 2 guys I follow in this space other than you guys. Well, thank you. What a great compliment. What a great compliment. So everybody follow those 2 suggestions if you don't already, because they are very good. Reverse cowgirl because first dates are awkward. So of course there's, all kinds of negative connotations with, girls getting into reverse cowgirl, like on that first hookup. That is a strong indicator that she is incredibly sexually experienced. First of all, reverse cowgirl, she's on top, so it's female dominant, and she's got her back to you. So she's all about putting on the show. She's all about being in control. She's been here before. She's done this before. She's ridden a lot of cocks. Beware of girls who just randomly jump up and reverse cowgirl on the first date. Oh, that's hilarious. Sorry, I left in a separate car when you suggested a romantic drive. Oh, I thought I was losing weight, but it was just my hair getting thinner. This is 1000% accurate. Okay. Women, this is speaking about women, and it's 1000% accurate. At the beginning of vacation, you wear a cute form-fitting dress. The end of the trip, you wear a tarp from Home Depot. Please don't make me explain, she says. Girls, you can tell a lot about their interest in you if it's early in the relationship. And you can tell a lot about where you are in your relationship by the way a girl dresses on vacation, because she had to think through this. She had to pack for this. If her look falls apart, it means she didn't really care in a lot of ways. And yet you will see girls kind of heading out looking super cute and put together, heading back in looking like they've been on a bender and looking like hell. Okay. You can still, yes, absolutely. You can still control the sexual action while in reverse cowgirl, 1000%. Guys can still take control in reverse cowgirl position even during the first date. Yes. Let me explain. It's not that you can't control it. It's that that there's something from her side. It tells you that she is considerably experienced. If she jumps up in that kind of male or female driven position from the start. But yes, in all female dominant sexual positions, I 1000% suggest that you still control the movement as much as possible, because girls are not that spatially aware, even in sexual positions, or especially in sexual positions. And it's so much easier for her to come down on you just wrong and actually like cause you pain, not necessarily maybe injury, but pain. So always do your best to keep control of her movements so that she's not popping off of you, coming back down in a weird position, missing you all together. Girls are not spatially aware. So even in female dominant sexual positions, guys, you have to maintain control of her movements as well as you can. Nice to know that, Bunny. Well, thank you. Thank you. Hell, you got to smack that ass till he gets sore in that position. You can transition smoothly into doggy. Absolutely. And all of this is also a series of lessons that I taught in my 21-day total immersion Fuck Like a Porn Star course. We talk about all of these things, the do's, the don'ts, how to transition from position to position, all of it. So check that out if you have not already. Let's see what else we have in the Twitter sphere. Oh, Marilyn. Let's see. Oh my. Oh my. In Russia, they're just built different, apparently. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's find.
Trans women are the most beautiful women in the world. Trans women are the most.
Okay. I feel like I need a brain cleanse from just normalizing obesity. I just need a brain cleanse from that. Oh, this guy's about to get, yeah, no, What is happening? Oh my word. Office to patio. That's a pretty good setup. Okay, let's try to cleanse and end on a happy. Oh my gosh, I know. You're like, no. I'm like, I know. Everything that we're seeing all of a sudden is just like hard to look at. Life is a balance of holding on and letting go. Thank you, Rumi. Thank you. The word you're looking for is hideous. I'm telling you, my gosh, that was rough. That was hard to see. If I need a brain cleanse from that. We were going strong. We were looking at hot women. We were talking about sex, and now I need like to wash my eyes out. Let's stop normalizing obesity, number one. Let's stop letting it be okay, even if it's your wife of 35 years and she's had 5 of your children. Continue to have high standards for yourself and the people that you surround yourself, and quit normalizing obesity. That's not only me from a fitness standpoint, but from the standpoint that it's absolutely an unhealthy genetic code to pass on. You do not want that. It's a bone killer. Yeah, absolutely. I always look at obese couples and think, how in the world do they even, number one, how does he get his dick up if he's obese? How do they find each other's positions and holes and like what? I don't want to know. I don't want to know. It's not a healthy thing to do. If you're obese, please get out of that. Fix it. Start eating healthy. Start exercising. And let me tell you also, let me just remind you real quickly, because now I'm on a soapbox. Obesity does not mean my 600-pound life. It could be 20, 30, 50 for men pounds overweight, over your norm, and you hit that place of being an obese man, and all of the horrible things that happen in your body when you are overweight. The woman on the airplane, that video that has become very memeified and very popular, that woman is already pushing maximum capacity. She is on the verge, if not already, depending on if she has any muscle whatsoever, on the verge of being obese. According to her body fat percentages, she is at maximum capacity already, if not on the verge of overweight or obese. So make no mistake, you don't have to not be able to fit in your door. You don't have to have a crane to lift you out of your bed to be obese. And Stan the Milkman, eat once a day for 6 months, see what happens. Absolutely. But the problem is with this kind of eating, with that kind of eating, like more of a Paleolithic, like hunter-gatherer kind of mindset of eating, intermittent fasting, keto, all of these different ways that are so successful for so many. The problem is obese populations rarely have the self-control to do that. So it takes a whole extra level that oftentimes, if you're in that position, you do not have the self-control to get out of that position by implementing more extreme, things that take a lot of self-control and self-discipline. So keep all of those things in mind. That went a whole other direction. That took a long term. Guys, thank you so much for joining me today. I sincerely appreciate you being here. I sincerely appreciate that you value my content and opinions and takes on things, and the way that I decipher the things in the world, the things in our feed, and kind of explain from a female perspective truly why it works on us, what works on us, how to manage us, how to have great, successful relationships, and attract the women that you most want to attract. If you're not already on my email list, I would really appreciate you jumping on there. The Bunny Report is a free email list, and I'm hoping that more people will jump on it because, quite honestly, and I'm going to find it real quick so I can put the link up, you just never know in our neck of the woods how long it'll be until somebody just randomly gets pushed off of Twitter or YouTube or wherever we are. So it's only safe to be established in where we could reach you more easily. Okay, none of this is working for me this morning. None of this is working for me this morning, but that's okay. It's probably because I can't see through my bloodshot eyes. Okay. Check out my website if you haven't already. It's a super fun place to be. And jump on my email list as well. So if you go to myplayboysbunny.gumroad.com, Bunny Report /Bunny Report, you will find it there. Thank you so much for joining me today and every Monday through Saturday at 7 a.m. Central. I had a lot of fun too. I appreciate you joining me, and I will see you on the news feed. Bye. Go drink coffee and have a productive day.